Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining this FELD session Friday. This is my third session on this particular group. I'm as saying my own progress as well as our members' progress here. Last week, Rajeshwari did the presentation, and I'm actually seeing her progress from last 6-7 months. So that's why I wrote the line in a group. The inside this particular group creates the leaders. So there is no followers here. Every individual member is a leader, which is I really like about this particular group. And every time every member thanks Vasuji, Pinaki ji, the group, Shivani, the members who are core of this particular team from the beginning. And last 2 years they are running this group, and now it is my Rajeshwari and all the new members responsible to take it further with help of new technology, AI, mind maps, and everything. So definitely we are all there to take this particular group further. Why I'm thanking so much at the beginning of this session will be in the next slide. But today's topic for me is I read this book Siddhartha by Herman Hesse. Previously, my book reading was around meditation, which is my favorite topic. Otherwise, self-education books, productivity book, time management, all those. But after joining this book, when I seen Vasudevji give the presentation on different novels were not my area of reading. Means the fat book, big books. But I keep on asking the question how we do that, and then when last time when I start searching for my different subject which I'm very key interested in, then I found this particular book, which is a novel, which is a story. And then I started reading it, and definitely I will share the story. And then I was so engrossed in the book, I said, oh, means yes, I need to read the stories, the novels, and explore those particular books and get the knowledge out of it, whatever the applicable form. So yes, I picked up this particular book, and it is a nice story, and it is a nice novel. I will just go through this particular what that this book talk about. This book is for the search for self-realization. Okay. How the idea came to me for reading this particular book is last year we took this particular The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and Horse book reading in B group session, and I really amazed by seeing the simplicity of this particular book. The very first line when I seen this particular picture, it really touched me somewhere. Okay, that book is very simple, very quick read. Okay, what do you want to be when you grow up? Asked the mole. Kind, said the boy. Okay, the another slide or another picture and the story line which really amazed me and actually changed me is this line. Isn't it odd? We only see our outside, but nearly everything happens on inside. Okay, this particular line really touched me when reading this book, because this book there are like this type of sketches there and just one or two line. And during reading that particular book in a blue group, in our fair group, what I found that life is actually so simple. This is again my own this reflection saying that why I'm making so complicated, complex, because of job responsibility, family responsibility, this and that. Okay, because if this particular author can sketch the pictures and convey the message so beautifully in one single line, then why not in my life? And this particular line, isn't it odd? We only see our outside world, but nearly everything happens on inside. When in the first picture he said kindness, that is what inside. Okay, how I brought up is all inside, but we are in outside world. So that actually begins my search for reading the book. As I said, my passion is for meditation, so I started reading the book on silence, power of silence, many books. And while reading this particular list of the books, finding okay which are the books which is in this particular genre of silence, I came across this particular book of Siddhartha. Okay, Siddhartha book, when I read the name of the book, I thought it must be written by Indian author, natural this thing inclination. But surprisingly, this book for me is basically it was written by Herman Hesse. It is a self-discovery journey. Okay, but don't go into the saying that oh it must be complicated or something boring, or no, it is very written in very simple, right, very understandable language, and very it basically build the interest from the beginning only. So the genre is philosophical novel, spiritual. It is around self-awareness, but it is not at all boring. You will engross in the story. The story pulls you into it. And the hero of this story, protagonist of this particular story, his journey. So in this book, we are actually Siddhartha, and from his eyes, we are seeing the world. Okay, so when I think that how a Westerner can write such a beautiful book on spirituality. Spiritually, we normally Indian think that spiritually is something our this thing, our forte, or since Buddha is from our country, so we always think we are authenticate. Then my question was how he can write, an external author can write such a book. Again, as I mentioned, this is my first book. Before that, I read some philosopher like Wender is a this thing. Then there Eckhart Tolle, and there are many very Alan Watts is there, who are the great philosopher. They talk very authentically on Indian religions and Eastern philosophy. That's why I love them. But this is the first book I read on by this particular author. So introduction to this particular author, then I started looking into his profile and saying why this author written this book, what is the inclination. And surprisingly, what I found this is he's a German author, and his grandfather has a connection with India. So he himself traveled to Sri Lanka, Indonesia. He never traveled to India, but at least he got in that visit the essence of spirituality or the religion in India, mainly two, Hinduism and Buddhism. So he got that. So most of his writing is around that. The main book, this one, Siddhartha, is very, very famous book. That's why, again, I picked up for reading first. Then this Stephen Wolf and the Glass Bed Games, which definitely I will read next. He talks mainly about the Eastern philosophy, mysticism, and the case for inner peace and truth. The really, why I read the Eastern philosophy from Western authors, because the way they structure all the philosophy, Indian philosophy in their language, English, sometimes it is very easy to understand. And definitely, since we are Indian, so we already know a few stuff. I'm not saying everything, but at least it gives a different perspective that how the Westerners who are not being and brought up in our community or our social this thing, how they see the Hindu or Buddhist this thing. So that's why this particular book interests me. Um, this book has kind of history where this is mainly picked up and got very very great followings and read by the Germans, young age people. Okay, I will give you the reason why it is so famous in Germany and other countries, and why it is picked up by the youngsters actually. And India, yes, it has a connection with India. This is the book which is translated in our Malayalam language in 1990, and it is the most widely translated book. That means it is must be read in millions copies in worldwide. This thing. So why this big book is so important? This book is actually published in 1922, written by Hermann Hesse. Is a German. Uh, but this book is really picked up, like by the many people or the generation actually, German generation, because of the World War I and then World War II. Okay, this is the generation. This is the time where everyone is going through that transition. There is uncertainty because of the war. Okay, there is a gloom throughout the world. Though no one knows what going to next, what is going to happen with their lives. So when everyone is trying to search for meaning of their life, something, this type of books comes which gives the German, I can understand from Western this thing, it gives a total different perspective towards life. And that's why all the young generation who really start loving this particular book. So this book has a little bit of curve, like in 1960s again, it like popularity of this book reduced, but again it's pick up. And the reason for that is, again, it is these type of books are pick up when generation find there is no direction to it, no direction to their life in their life. And this type of books really help them to find that direction. Okay, to understand what real Buddhism is, what real Hinduism is, how to find your own path. And that is again related to your external world, how you interpret the external world. So setting of this book is yes, ancient India. It is the Buddha time, means yes, in this story there is about Buddha, Gautam Buddha. And the time when there is a conflict between, because at that time the Vedic culture, Shankaracharya Vedic culture was really on boom. Okay, but at the same time Siddhartha came, when Gautam Buddha came at that this thing, and both this particular different the way of thinking is clashed at that time. So people used to hate Gautam Buddha, saying that he is not Hindu, he's against Hindu. But whereas there are, Gautam Buddha start getting a huge number of followers, okay, because people see the practicality of his teachings and start following him. So this is the area which is picked up this particular book. Again, I'm amazed by how author put this in a story. Then genre is basically, yes, it is self-discovery and self-realization, his journey, Siddhartha journey. And let's see how this particular story built and how he goes through this particular his life cycle. Just what are the main characters? Again, I'm not going in depth of the book and each and every line, but I will give you the brief idea. So just to increase your curiosity, and I definitely want you to read this particular book. So Siddhartha is hero of this particular. It is his story. We are reading this book from his perspective. So he is on his spiritual quest. Okay, find the meaning of the life. There is a second character, Govinda. He's very close friend. His childhood friend. Okay, so every character here actually explores one part of our thinking, the way we perceive the world. So Siddhartha, Govinda, Gautama is Gautam Buddha. Okay, yes, he is also plays a character in this story. Another two characters are very important character. One is Kamla and Kamla. Kamla is, again, I really love the way author give the names to this character. Kamla is, if you see, the Kama, Kama, Kama. So she represents the external world, materialistic world, but she's a character. So way he picked up the name is again awesome. And the character there is a Vasudev. Vasudev is the real key here. He's not upfront in the story, but he is the ultimate mentor to Siddhartha. Okay, and final part of the story, yes, Siddhartha stays with Vasudeva and Vasudev, and he learns from him. So we'll just go through the each different sections of the books to see a little bit of a journey. I'm not going to reveal everything, but these characters are important. So when you read this particular book, when you go through different parts, you are a Siddhartha, but you see the world in different perspective, from the Govinda's perspective, from Gautama perspective, from Kamla perspective, and from Vasudeva, this thing. And when you see this particular, we go through the story, that is the beauty of reading novels or this type of story. You also get some insights in your life. That is how you are living your life in different dimensions. So each of this character means something in this book. So yes, this book divided into three parts. Means for me, I say it three part, but definitely the way you want to interpret, yes. But mainly the three parts. One is Siddhartha as a young Brahmin. So this hero, he's the Brahmin family. He's a well privileged family, very rich, very settled, and his father is was very scholar. So he's so handsome, so young, that everyone knows that he's going to make his career in actual Brahmin, this thing, in his social surroundings. But at the same time, he can be a great politician, because he's, from the beginning, he's very smart because of his learnings and teaching from his father. He used to do all the Hindu rituals, okay, from the beginning, from day to night and everything. And Gautama is always his friend. Always, there is a nice discussion between them, how the teenage boys talk to each other about life. Okay, so they are growing in that particular fashion in Brahmin. But then what Siddhartha found is, yes, I'm doing this perfectly 100%, means he knows that people admires him, but he says there is no happiness in it, there is no enlightenment, there is no meaning into it, because my father is doing this for so many years and he is not that enlightened. So I need to seek my own answers. So I need to start my own journey. I want to experience the life beyond this thing. So he talks that to Gautama. Their discussion is again good, and Gautama is again his Govinda, and they both friends, they decided to leave this thing. That discussion is again very good, because every discussion between the two characters always give you something kind of wisdom lines there. Because at that time, these two guys, these two young guys, they are impressed by Buddha, shamans basically. Shamans are the bhikshuk, which they leave everything, this thing, and they go into the sannyas in the sense Buddhism, bhikshuk life. Okay, so they join there. So definitely there is a family discussions and all that, and these two guys, they live their Brahmin surroundings and Brahmin family, and they join the Bhikshuk or shamans, this thing. And there they learn everything around Buddhism. Shamans, that means they used to do meditation throughout the day, or very very hard rituals of those Bhikshuk, in a rain, in a hot weather, they survive and all that. So, and throughout the day meditations and all that, so they prepare themselves in that particular 3 years of their life there. But again, at that particular juncture, Siddharth think that again, this is not my my uh, uh, my cup of tea. This is not where I'm going to get lasting happiness. In that era, he meets Gautam, and he like his teaching, but he says that yes, Gautam Buddha is enlightened one, uh, but his teaching is not going to change me. His teachings is not going to change me or give me the enlightenment. I need to move further. But his friend Govinda says no, I really like his teaching, so he stays. And Siddhartha just go to the next part of the book, where he actually enters. Yeah, there is a river, and he cross the river, and it comes to the other end of this thing, which is the other world, which is the materialistic world. And there he meets Kamla. Okay, Kama, Kama, and Kamla, because Kamla is a prostitute in this particular story. But again, the amount of time he spent with Kamla is again their discussion, and the way they interpret the world is very important, because Siddhartha has this years of experience in Buddhism as well as Hinduism. So he's very much from the spiritual background. Okay, but when he enters into the Kamla's life, and definitely there is a love story, etc. Kamla helps him to become a rich man, because when he asks what you have, me to engage with you, because all rich people come to me. He said, oh, I have only three things. One is I have a thinking, I can think. Okay, I have a hunger, and I have a patience. Okay, and definitely I'm literate. So on these three occasions, so basically I like this word hunger, because that is what Steve Jobs says, you need to be hungry. Okay, patience, yes, that is what required for the on these three virtues. He goes into the world, and he become a big merchant and businessman. So that journey is again very very important. And there this his mentor come, business person he joins with. He's called Kama Swami. So name this author use is really interesting. It is a Kama Swami. So he learned from him. And there is this particular dialogue. Again, it's referred to our last discussion. When this Kama Swami teaches him everything, he says, I taught you everything. He said, no, you haven't taught me anything. Okay, because I use my own thinking. That is what we discussed in last to last sessions, that who is your guru. Okay, there is one simple story that monk asked the disciple, that when all the teachers are gone away, who is your true teacher? So disciple says, everything, all surrounding is my teacher. So monk says, no, that is not the answer. When no one is around, is no one is your teacher, you are your own teacher. So that I really like about this Siddhartha. He said, no, my thinking is the key there to become a business, to be successful in the business. And the way he does the business, because of his spiritual background, because he used to enjoy everything, he become very big businessman, very profitable business and all that. And Kamla is always with him. But then when he used to see that why people are so tense, so stressed in the business life, because of his background, because of his Buddhism and this thing, he can keep detached from everything. But after a few years of life, his life start deteriorating. He start becoming like them. Okay, again, I'm not telling you all the stories. And he starts saying that this whole materialistic world which he is really enjoying, okay, it is not long lasting. Okay, it is not long lasting. This is pleasure, is just a momentary. So this is not again my life. I need to move further. Then he comes to the third part of the story, where he comes out of that materialism, and he crossed the river, he comes again back. And there he says, I need to go back, I need to still find out my own self-realization. At that time, he met a very very interesting character, which is Vasudev. He's just a ferryman, the person who takes the people from here to there, on a boat. So he's a simple ferryman, and he says that Siddhartha says that I want to stay with you. And then the third part of the story starts, where he starts living with Vasudev. And the story is how Vasudev, just a simple ferryman, changed Siddhartha's life. Okay, so this is the third part of the story. The reason I written this presentation in such a way that, yeah, I want to read you the book, I'm not reading anywhere in the text, but in future if you want to just refer, see what the book about, yeah, you can read this thing. I'm just giving you the simple ideas what's about this particular book. So theme of this self discovery, I discuss about the three areas Siddhartha goes through, is his quest for self realization. Okay, so he mentioned that is enlightenment and wisdom. You know, every one of us want a better and bigger experiences. Okay, for example, you can watch a movie on your iPhone, you can watch on iPad, but when you watch a movie on a big screen, it is altogether different experience. Okay, if you can cook at your house as well, very nice chef you are maybe, but when you sometimes go outside and you enjoy the food, so if you see what we exactly required is the bigger experience. Okay, if I'm a program manager, so next I want as a director, why? So there is some innate thing in us, we want the bigger experience, bigger challenges. That is our innate something inside feeling, you know, we always want to explore more. So this book relates to that. It is a quest of self realization, who we really are, what is our potential. And Siddharth goes to that particular different phases in his life. Then he highlight that enlightenment cannot be taught by a person or teaching or by the book. It should be experiential. So that's why he leaves Gautam Buddha and his monks and his faculty there. He moves ahead into the different world. Uh, the path to the wisdom is unique to each individual. So again, at the end of the book, I am not revealing this thing, but that is something we need to explore, because yes, this story is 1922, 1947. The author got the Nobel Prize for the literature, uh, but we are exactly in the same era. Still we are finding the meaning of our life, because day before yesterday or morning only I came to know that there is a lot of redundancies happening. The layoffs are happening in Indian IT industry because of AI. I have gone through the same phase in Y2K 2000 when there was a dot-com boom, it burst. I suffered a lot in that with this thing. Then 2011, American attack, again the IT industry went down. Those are the gloomy period in our life when we really try to find out that why I'm here for. Okay, and this type of books really explore, because author has done the research and author actually, like these characters live the life. A very important very important theme of this particular book, and really I love, is the role of the river. And Vasudev is in this story is a ferryman. So there is a lot of learning and their discussion between Vasudev and Siddhanta to learn from the river. And basically, yeah, this particular chapter or this particular river conversation between them really put me into thinking mode, saying that really there is a lot to learn from a river. In fact, from the nature. A very simple factor like river, when the river starts, uh, it does not have any direction. It has only purpose to go to the ocean. At the beginning or throughout his journey, she carried the name like Ganga, Yamuna, and all that. But when she actually merged into the ocean, she just lost her identity. The river really teach us about the detachment, like Ganga and all those rivers, they make the cities and this thing very flourished, but river never attached to anything. So there is so much learning in this book when the Vasudev and Siddhartha talk to each other, because Vasudev teach him how to listen to the river, how to listen, how to be a silence, how to accept the thing. Okay, how ever changing nature of the life. So that is what all he learned by sitting just side by. So there is a lot of conversation between them, but those lines are very interesting. This thing. So this book talk about the concept of the nirvana, or mukti, in Hinduism we say. So what author says is, it is not a destination. Okay, it is an ongoing process. So we are all in that particular journey. Okay, everyone has their own journey. Not a single teacher or guru or this thing can teach you. It is your own self-realization. You need to find out your own answers. That is what Siddhartha says many times in his throughout the journey, and experience this particular life very fully. In our reading groups, yesterday we finished The Art of Laziness. The end line of that book is exactly start living your life. We are reading The Power of Intention. Yes, again the same thing. So that is what this group is doing to me, FELD group or this thing. That is not just reading the book, okay, but taking the crux, the main fundas into your own life and implementing it. And it is not just my, yes, I used to do that previously, reading the book and this thing, but very good thing happening is I have angels. That's why I call angels, the friends here, to whom I can call directly and discuss these particular themes to the depth. Okay, because otherwise people are definitely not my surrounding, but I got that particular surrounding this book where I can discuss on any topic: time management, productivity, NLP, spirituality, mindfulness, meditation. There are James angels here whom I can call, and this thing, that is this particular group is doing to me. So yes, so Siddhartha, his journey towards nirvana, discuss in this book. I'm not going to read everything, but I will just give you who are the main. I already discussed the character, but there is one line of Govinda's journey, his friend journey. What happens to him? Because they started their journey together as a Brahmin boys, but that what exactly happens, and when Govinda meets Siddhartha again in the later part of their life, how they compare their lives. One as a Buddhism and one is the Siddhartha who explore his life. Kamla, yes, she is a prostitute, but the way she sees the life along with Siddhartha, the materialistic world, because she helps him to build, be a businessman, to be successful. But the way she helps him to understand the impermanence of desire, detachment, and they learn through the experience. So that is very catchy character in this story. And again, what happens to Kamla? What happens to their relationship? Again, that is very interesting to read in this book. Third character, this is my favorite. When I read this book, Vasudeva, the name he has given is really fantastic, because Vasudeva, I put the Krishna photo here because it resembles to this character, because he is there, okay, but not at all interfering in Siddhartha's life. Okay, Siddhartha just be with him, but he learns a lot from him. For example, the teachings needs to be learned not from the scriptures or guru, from your experiences. That is what he learned from him. To listen to the river, to go to the nature, okay, be with the nature, and then he spend a lot of time with them, and they become one with the nature, and there he learns many things which we think, we interpret as a nirvana. So very interesting character here. The discussion between the third part of this book, Siddhartha and Vasudeva, is really good one. Who are really want to understand about the Buddhism, mukti, and self-realization, all those terms. But at the same time, what is this particular materialistic world? The metaphor they use as a river is really, I love that this thing. So in one bank, one side of the river, there is this materialistic world, okay, where we want all successes and everything in our life, no harm in that. And the other part of their life, that is at the start of the presentation, which I said, is a kindness, compassion. It is a love. It is a kindness to yourself first. Okay, so those are the things. So those are kind of two banks, and we always do the trip from one end to another always. And our river, which is flowing in between, is our time. It doesn't settle there. Your awareness, which is always there, okay, and time is always there, but it is flowing, and we are always keep on changing this particular bank. Sometimes materialistic, sometimes spiritual. So both worlds are important. That is what I get from this book. The character of Vasudev here, Sri Krishna, is really, I say this Sri Krishna, but yeah, is really meaningful in this. And I really surprised how this foreign author put this all terms and names together. So that's really good to watch. Conclusion and key takeaway, I'm not going to display here, not going to discuss, because I want you to really read this book. And I'm going to share anyway. If you want to read, then I will share the PDF of copy of this one, just to get you the idea of the complete book, what this all about. But again, I'm saying thank you to this book. Otherwise, like my focus mainly, because of my office, my career options, like I'm a program manager, so more mainly on the productivity and time management and the wealth generation of the wealth. But this book helped me to understand that yes, there is other bank as well, which you need to take care of, which is the love, kindness, gratitude, all those things. And I hope I've been my own teacher, and Vasudev, the character in this, is the teachers which are all around me. I just need to find out. But yes, the core is you are your own teacher. That is what my finding from here. And thank you very much, everyone, for listening to me. I may be a little fast, but yeah, I'm open for questions or any discussions. I know Rajeshwari is waiting for next session, but yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Milind, can I share something?
Yes, Sumita ji.
This river presents something else also. It's
Yeah,
like,
go ahead, go ahead.
The flow of life. So many times people say you just observe things, but how do we observe things? This river teaches us how to observe things. Once you are sitting at the bank of the river, you just observe the things flowing in the river, and you can't do anything about it. You are just observing it. Same way, so many things happen in our life, good, bad, happy, pleasant, unpleasant, and we just have to observe it. Of course, you learn it with the practice, but this is one thing I have learned that river teaches us. That's what I wanted to share. Thank you very much. Very
Sumedha,
well
thanks.
explained, Abhi.
Thank you for sharing that insight. This is the exactly the line I mentioned to you. That's why I want to have a separate session with you, because this is something we need to explore in the 45 minutes, our next session with you. Because it is not just one liner, or because it is coming from your experience. So definitely we'll arrange a separate session just to discuss this particular topic. Yeah.
And I have read this book, kam se kam nahi to, I think 20 or 15 or 20 years back.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
So even the pages are turned yellow. So it reminded me that, yeah, remembering everything today again after so many years.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sumedha ji. Thank you, Sumedha ji. Anyone have any questions? Rajeshwari, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm here, Milind. Thank you
Okay.
so much
Yeah, yeah.
for always standing with me to take this Friday session.
Yes, 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 yes.
So we have made a priority to conduct every Friday. So thank you, Milind, for being
Yeah,
with
yeah,
me.
yeah. Absolutely. We are so amazing. We are reading so many books per week. So I think Friday session is always there for us. If no one, then you and me will be there.
Definitely will do
Yes,
something.
yeah. Okay. Thank you. Now, Rajeshwari, it's your session. Okay, you can start. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Pinaki sir, can you share my PPT, or let me try if I can share from here? If okay, yeah, sharing. So today I'm going to share 8 rules of love. I'm only going to share the only 2 chapters, not the whole book. I will take only 10 to 15 minutes. So the name you can see very catchy, 8 rules of love. As we know, love is very important for every one of us. Each and everything start with the love. If I am in this session, because I have the love for the book, I have love for this Friday session, this group also, and the admin of this group, Vasu sir. I'm just paying the gratitude by just conducting the session again and again. So it's all the love. You are present over here. You also have some love for this group filled Friday session also, and for the field also. Somewhere you also love the book. So we all are here, and today I'm going to present only 2 rules of this book, 8 rules of love, and this book is written by the Jay Setti. Before going deep into the book, let me introduce myself. Can you go to the next slide, Pinaki sir? So as you know, I am Radiant Rajeshwari. The meaning of radiant means I just want to spread the light and want to remove the darkness. Whatever I can means it's my initiative to serve the people around me, the people who are associated with me, or to serve my society and to serve my country. Just I have taken, it was my dream, as you know, and through the books, whatever I am learning, I am sharing. So I feel I got my recognition as what Milind said in his first books, Siddhartha. In that also, that person was searching the meaning. He wanted to give meaning to his life. So I too wanted to give the meaning. So I have started reading the books and sharing, which gives me comfort, which gives somewhere it provide me the satisfaction. So this is the meaning of the Radiant Rajeshwari. I am a teacher in DAV organization, and also I am a transformational coach. I help working women to grow in their life. Thank you so much. This is my short introduction. Now let's go deep into the book. This book, Eight Rules of Love, is written by the Jay Shetty. You must be aware of this person. He's a very, earlier he was a monk, now he's a British author, and he got popular all over the world with his podcast on purpose. He has written only two books, Think Like a Monk and Eight Rules of Love. So his motto behind writing this book was that he wanted the can you go to the previous slide only, Pinaki sir? We will come later on this. So Jay Shetty wanted to help people how they will discover the love, how they will pursue, and how to let it go. So in this book, he has written about the three phases of the. You can divided the book in three part. In the first part, he is teaching us if you are going in any love relationship, first you try to love yourself. As we know, self love is very essential. So how that self love we can develop in our self is by the first thing he has shared about the in the first part is solitude. Means आप अगर अपने आप को अगर आप किसी को प्यार करना चाहते हैं, यू आर गोइंग इन अ लव रिलेशन विद समवन, फर्स्ट यू नो योरसेल्फ, डिस्कवर योरसेल्फ. What are your likings, or what are the things you don't like, what are your emotion. So it is very essential to know yourself. As we have read so many times in so many books, that it is very essential because love help you to connect with everyone, with the people around you, with the people whom you love. And one wonderful line that I would like to share before going to solitude, the first law. Pinaki sir, let's go to the next slide. This book begins with the story of Jay Shetty, what he experienced in his own relationship with his wife Radhi. He started this book with the experience, how they met for the first time, what the arrangement Jay Shetty has made for the Radhi, without asking what she likes. He just made on his first date, he arranged so many things which Radhi didn't like, used to like. For example, he what the fragrance he used there, and the sea beaches. As Radhi was not aware of all these things, and she was a simple woman. He doesn't wanted so many what we call. As in our day-to-day life, things we what we do just to make any relationship strong, we feel that let's buy the costly thing, costly things, or you can say we design the date in a very innovative that the to impact that person too. But in this case, Radhi was not, she was impressed with the fellow because of his you can say his quality, Jay Shetty quality, not what he did on his first date. So Jay Shetty in this book is sharing about his love life, and he's bringing the Vedic times love also in this book. The story begins with a very wonderful quote. What is the difference between love and like? And the flower was is there. So he said a wonderful line in the beginning of the book that if you love a flower, you will not pluck it. But when you like a flower, you will pluck it. So what here I want to tell you that, and what I understood from this, that if we love anyone, any person or any object also, we try to keep it, we try to preserve it, we nurture it. Even in the case of, if you must have seen the favorite flowers that you like. For me, rose is very favorite of mine. I love rose like anything. Whenever I see, I feel that something, some connection is with the with the rose. So earlier I used to feel that if someone will give me the bouquet of rose or any flower also, one piece of rose also, I used to put in my hair. So when I read this book, the difference between love and like, I just changed that. Seeing the flowers or the person, I felt like that if I am loving someone, I should nurture that relationship. I should look after that relationship or the things, or any colleague or any friend. If I am very close to someone, or if I feel he or she is my close friend or best friend, or I love him or her, I must preserve that relationship. I must take care of him. I must remember his birthdays to make him feel special. But if I'm liking something somewhere, that connection is not happening. So it was a big learning for me. From that day, my perspective of seeing my all the relationship or the things that is in my life, now I'm preserving each and everything. Whether it's a book, as I love it, I'm preserving it. I'm sharing the knowledge with you, with my student, with my family members, even my kids also. And I'm going to give this book, present this book to my daughter, the elder one, as he is in the youth. So I feel from this, the person, whether he is a male or a female, if they will read this book, they will have a different perspective of seeing or starting. If we'll read the book, in the book itself written is there, find it, keep it, let it go. So what Jay Shetty is telling, that find your love, keep it, preserve it, and let it go. Just detach yourself. Don't feel that you are if you have a if you're in love relationship, you can't live alone with that person. Means you must detach. Some of the time it's very essential to detach yourself. So this I learned from this book. Now I'm not very attached with all the relationship. Yes, I'm loving and taking care, but for my own growth, I am detaching with the relationship, closed one also. Yes, let's go to the next slide. So solitude, this is the first part of the book, the first law also, you can say 8 rules of the love. This is the first rule also. Solitude means spending the time, me time, alone time. Most of the time what happens now in this era, what I feel, that people are having a gadget in their hand, the mobile phone, and they get very me time. So if we are reading this book, or the person who want to enjoy what is solitude, how to learn solitude, this is a very wonderful book. So now in my day-to-day life, I am just using this solitude. I love to spend my time. As I said, I am an early riser, so that half an hour or 1 hour is my own time. Now I have started taking pause also. After 1 or 2 hours, I just close my eyes and sit very silently where I am, so that to as you know, in our day-to-day life, so many things are coming at randomly here, from here and there, and so many responsibilities we all have, I have, you have. So how to maintain this solitude, so that I don't feel empty from within. So I'm just practicing this solitude. Here in this book, Jay Shetty is sharing 3 steps of finding the solitude. The first one is the presence. You must be present with yourself. You must be aware that this is my me time. So you have to enjoy the being alone. अपने साथ समय कैसे बिताते हैं, तो प्रेजेंस में आपको रहना है. Means you have to just cut off yourself from where you are. So what happened when people want to spend the me time, they feel the discomfort also. You will be feeling this, let's grab the phone, see what is happening in the outer world side. So there will be discomfort in the initial days, but slowly just increase the timing. First you start with the 5 minutes, then go with the second 5 minutes. So like that, solitude is very essential, what I feel, because each and everything is hidden inside us. You have read so many books. I have read so many books. So each and every person or author is telling that must have the solitude time, must have the me time. So it's very essential. You must aware of all your thoughts, your thinking, what is how you're feeling. So solitude is very essential to know what type of emotion is going within you, whatever the things coming in your life, how you are reacting on that time, in that phase where it is up phase or the down phase of the life. So if you are in the solitude, in the last you will gain the confidence. As you can see, me earlier I was not a confident speaker. Slowly I have started taking leap of faith, presenting whether good or bad, I'm not worried of it. Miss that much confidence I have came, I can speak in front of 15 or 16 people. So how I have achieved this? I have achieved with the solitude practice only, mindfulness meditation of 10 or 15 minutes, just closing my eyes and feeling that where I am very happy, whatever things I am getting in my life is the best one, and all thing is falling in my so many opportunities are coming in my life. This FELD group, I'm leading Friday FELD session. It's also a big, marvelous opportunity for me to grow my confidence level. So this happened because of solitude only. Now let's go to the second rule of this book, that is karma cycle. Pinaki sir, next slide. Yeah, the karma cycle, this is the second rule, and it here the four steps has been said. What I have understand from the book, I have read half of the book, and I am reading and enjoying this. As I am reading so many books, so this is also my favorite one. And this book somewhere helped me to have a good bond with my husband, as we are both are working and getting very less time nowadays. But whatever the time I'm getting, I'm discussing about this, how Jay Shetty used to tell Radhi, and then how we can create a good bond, me and you, while taking a I love to take the walk with him. Sunday morning, I enjoy the walk with him. So at that time, I'm sharing whatever I'm reading from this book, how you feel, what are you thinking. So there are so many questions in each and every chapter. At the end, you will get how to start a journey with anyone, those who are new and want to start their journey with any loved means journey of their as there are maybe so many youth who are not married. They can know how to start the love, and before going to the love with anyone, first you know how to love yourself, your own emotion. So it's a very wonderful book. I think each and every youth should uh, super eager to okay. So the first thing is impression. So whatever the relationship till now I have seen, means as I have seen my mother very closely, my mother and father. So their relation has impacted me. That impression is in my mind, as my mother was very devoted to my father, and my father is very devoted to my mother. Even though they have the conflict, but somewhere they were standing with each other, whatever the phases of cycle they had till now, till they are now in the 70s. My father in the 70s and my mother is in the 65. So I have seen a very wonderful relation with them. They fight, they have the argues, but they love each other, they support each other. So what I have seen my mother, I am implementing in my own life. I am taking care of my family, as my mother used to take care of her husband, so I am taking care of my husband. But this book helped me to know more about the relationship. So I am applying the 8 rules in my own life, understanding more. So whatever the relationship you have seen till now, that impression will be there, that belief will be there. Earlier I used to feel, as I have seen my mother totally devoted to the family, this belief was in me that yes, being a girl, the whole and soul pillar of taking care of my family is me only. That belief I have broken. No, I have to detach also. My personal growth is also my responsibility. It should be my priority. So this book has taught me, and other books also. Then come the action part. Earlier I was in marriage, and I was means I have completed 25 years of my journey. this yeah, in 2024 only I have completed my 25 years married life. I have completed. So till now I was with my husband, only thinking about the family, but slowly I felt now I should give to myself also. Now I should start taking action what I wanted. What is my dream and destination? So I have started working, taking action, and then the results. So this, whatever you will do, as we have read in so many books, that karma is related with the cause and effect. What you will do, you will get the result. So as I am reading the books, learning and implementing, I am getting the result. So this is whole my learning by reading the two chapter of this book. So that's all from my side. Have a great day. I'm really truly happy that you people came and took out time from your busy schedule. It means a lot for me and Milind and this FELD session, Friday session. It's our own group, people. Just we are taking care of this group. It's your platform, as Milind has said. Thank you so much, everyone, from bottom of my heart. I have
Thank you,
completed
Rajeshwari.
my summary.
Thank you, Rajeshwari, for another great session. I really love the first two chapters we presented. I haven't read this one, but definitely it actually, yeah, it increased my curiosity now. I'll definitely pick up. And in your presentation, only the 2-3 lines which you mentioned, yeah, definitely, I need to think about it and change my
Yes,
definition of
yes, it's a
learning.
very good. I'm going to give this book to my daughter. I've shared the PDF as she's not that much, but I'm bringing my kids to the book. It's inculcating that habits. 2-3 lines I'm sharing whatever I'm learning from the Friday field session or other session. I'm just sharing them the videos, the podcast from the group that I'm getting. I'm sharing my daughter, elder one, and the younger one. Yes, I'm trying that she should enjoy.
And congratulations, you have completed 25 years of your
I have
marriage
completed.
life. No, the reason I'm saying, since I am in UK for last 18 years, here even if people spend 3-4 years of marriage, they celebrate a lot. So, and in India, definitely I am very blessed that we are Indian culture, that we spend a life with our partner throughout, till the end. So really love, yeah. Good. Yeah. Anyone wants to express their views on today's session? Otherwise, our friend Ankita wants to share something. Ankita,
Good evening, sir. Thank you for giving me this
hello, good evening.
opportunity.
Yes, go ahead.
Means, I also want to participate in this, but just want to break the ice and say a few things about the book I'm reading. Is it okay? Uh,
Yes, yes.
if I can speak on audio.
Go ahead, go ahead.
So my book, which I am reading, is Master Your Time, Master Your Life. It is on
Mm-hmm.
Brian Tracy. I'll just speak for 5 minutes. Next
Yeah,
time
yeah.
I'll prepare more better. So
Mm-hmm.
this book, the author, he's CEO of Brain Tracy International Company, and his work is mainly on the training and development of individuals. So he has written many books, and he is into 30 years into this field of history, business, philosophy, and this is, in short, about this author, Brian Tracy. And I'll just cover the intro part. So, the
Mm-hmm.
book, why I have picked it up is to enhance my productivity. So that's why I have picked this book. And here, there are different methods, like the different approaches how we can master our time and how we can enhance our productivity by small tasks. And he has given us one very nice framework how to achieve productivity in a very optimal time that we have. So that is why it attracted me to get to choose this book. So it is like a breakthrough system to get more results in a very less time. So this is a short intro, and I'm interested to look. I'm interested in sharing this with all of you by reading uh, 2-3 chapters. So, shall I say one few lines about the intro?
Yes, yes, yes. Go ahead, Ankita.
So, for the author, he starts like, we are alive, that is only the great time that he is telling. And there are tremendous opportunities that we have in our day to day, every day, if you see. So, opportunities and living long life, happiness, these are the feelings most of us want, right?
Yeah,
So, this is the new way of thinking. Instead of thinking like going into negative way, so we have to enhance the quality of our life by the quality how you manage your time. As I think Milind sir, he said that you are into the career, focusing on a career managing, time managing, and the
yeah,
third one, what you said, wealth managing. So
yeah.
this is the second one, time managing. So this is one of the very good book. So, and one more is, he's telling us we should always stop, and we have to think and be uh, means uh, stop and think like how we are responding and reacting to every situation. So, and whatever choices and decisions we make, that at the end that matters a lot in whatever task you're doing. So it's really a very good book. So I would be really happy to come up with the next few as I read and share it with you all in the upcoming week. Yeah, thank you for your giving this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ankita. Thank you for sharing. Ankita, just bear in this mind that this particular platform and this group is your group. Okay. So, as we say that books are our best friend. So, the book which you selected is your best friend now. So, spend time with him and then come up with the presentation for Friday like this. And the very beauty of this book, I mentioned again and again that there are many coaches here, productivity coaches, gratitude coaches, and transformation coach here. So if you need any help in any particular area, they are always there for you. So it is just how you explore this particular platform, like how Rajeshwari is doing, how I am doing in that way. So it is your platform. Keep on reading the books and bring very nice books and presentation to this one. And if you need any help in that section, again there are technical people here who can help you in that one. Okay, but thanks for sharing. This is your first time, but yeah, awesome. I want many presentations from you, Ankita. Thank you.
Yes, I'll work on it.
Yeah. So Rajeshwari, we already almost finished 1 hour, yeah?
Yes, thank you so much, Milind and Ankita.
Yeah.
Just really loved your presentation. What you have spoke, it was very precise, and you have a good voice, dear. Why don't you bring your voice to the world?
Yes, for
Everyone, we are, and just come with more presentation. We need the people now. As Vasu sir is not there to poke us again and again, me and Milind will
Absolutely.
poke you. And there are so many admin. Sivani is there, Mansi is there, Akanksha is there, Vikas sir is there, Rahul is there. So let's take care
Yes,
of 10 people of the group. And this platform is ours. Let's groom each other, hold hand of each other.
absolutely.
So let's
Anyone has
buy.
any shares too, yeah? Otherwise, we'll uh, rewind the session. Yeah, Aishwari, you do the closure talk and then yeah, we'll finish.
Okay, thank you so much, all of you. And I was really eagerly waiting. Every Friday I wait. Even though I just made this slide. I had started by 7:30 and 8. I'm giving the presentation. Whole day, as you know, month of March and April is very busy. Teachers are also having the busy schedule. So then also I did because I love field. I have taken the responsibility, so I'm going to do my best for this group. Thank you so much for taking out your time, and we need your
Thank you,
support,
ma'am.
dear guys. It's not my only group. It's your, it's me. Again and again, we are saying, let's make this group the
Yes.
best group.
Thank you, everyone. Thank.
Akanksha is
Yeah.
there, so many people is there. Rahul is there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Let's close it, Milind. we have another
Yeah,
session.
let's close. Yeah. Let's close the session. Enjoy your weekend and see you next Fed session. Okay, next Friday.
Yes, Friday.
Enjoy your time.